Okay, now in this episode, I will be taking a tour at AX Live, the studio that is the headquarters of Anime Expo, the convention in July at the Los Angeles Convention Center.
Hi, my name is Alex Nguyen. I'm part of Staff Resources with Anime Expo, and I'm here to give you a tour of our main headquarters here in Anaheim, California, nearby the Angel Stadium and actually closely located to Disney. So if you follow me here, I'll take you to the front entrance. And here we are. Come on in. So this first room here is actually, it's still under construction. We haven't completed it yet, but we're going to make it our reception area where you can come in, sit down, and it's kind of a lobby. So not completed. We have a couple of posters from previous years here, and also our mission statement here on the wall behind you. It's in Japanese. It's for when we have our potential guest of honors come in, and we do meetings with them on whether they can come to our con or not. Yes, and follow me over here. So that's the reception area. And continuing with the tour, over here we have our meeting room. This is where a lot of the big decisions with the convention happen, from what concerts we'll be having or what guest of honors we'll have. This is where everything is decided. And of course, I'm talking about this room to the right here. Yes, sorry, this room. It's currently in the meeting right now, but yes. And then over here is kind of, I guess, a lobby, would you say, still under construction again. We've actually recently renovated the office, so a lot of it is still being constructed. But if you continue over here is AX Live's studio. This is where most of AX Live is just edited. We have the control room here. It's soundproof, so everything's controlled from here. And continue on down this way. Oh, staffers. No. It's up to you. Yes, hold down over here is, I guess, would you say, the main, of course. This is the AX Live studio where AX Live is shot. Live. Yes, all lies. And in fact, next to me right here is Jason Pierre, the co-host of AX Live. Yeah, have any first words to say about the studio when you think about it?
Absolutely love the fact we have all this extra space. The studio looks beautiful. It allows us to expand our programming, and I can't wait to see what we're going to do in the future with it.
Right. Yeah. And so also tell me, how big was a studio before this? Because this is barely, what, 3 weeks old? 1 month old?
Yeah, I'd say about a month and a half. It used to be about a third of the size of this room was the control room and the studio. Incredibly tight spaces, but we made it work. This gives us room to expand and possibly even have room for a studio audience in the future.
Yes, fake laughters in the background.
Yeah. Maybe, but I'm really happy with it.
Oh, great. And I feel like I'm the one interviewing here, though I'm on spot tours. But yes, this is the main, I would like to say, the main part of the office. The rest of the office is a little bit less cameras, but you get to see right here Dotamas from the previous years. Oh, yeah. So you see, most of our anime and manga collection is actually from sponsors. We actually receive that from a lot of our companies that assist us in AX, and we also have a mini manga collection. And we actually, believe it or not, all of the manga and all the anime we take up to Anime Expo with us for the viewing rooms. So as much as it looks, this is actually just, let's say, not a tip of the iceberg, but there's a lot more we bring up to AX. So yes, we actually do use the DVDs. And if you continue over here, that's okay. Yeah. Beyond that, beyond the studio and the reception area, all we have left is just the CEO's office to the right over here, if you continue. But that's currently in a meeting, but that's pretty much our office. It's not big, but at the same time it's not small. We don't have a huge office like I know some other places do, but it's big enough for us, and it's exactly what we need. And I hope that's a good enough tour for you. If you want, I can show you the warehouse too, but that's beyond that's where we store stuff. But, yeah. So this is Alex DeWin with Anime Expo, Staff Resources, and I'm signing off here.
All right. Now that we're done with the tour, next up is the Q&A session of this episode, where I get to interview AX Live's hosts. Enjoy. I am here. I'm your host, D-Boy, and I'm speaking to you not live, but I'm speaking to you from the AX headquarters, where they film AX Live. As you can see, I'm here in the studio room, and with me is Francis, the lovely host of AX Live. And Francis, so what was your first anime?
Actually, it's interesting. We were just talking about this in the back room. My first was Sailor Moon. I'm going to make a lot of people feel old. I started watching it in kindergarten when they were airing it like 7 in the morning here. And I would get up super early just so I could be able to watch Sailor Moon and, like, eat my cereal at the same time. And, you know, like, my mom's doing my hair so I can get ready for school. But when I was little, I didn't really know it was anime. I just kind of assumed, like, everything are just cartoons. And so when I got older, then I was, like, informed, like, no, these are Japanese anime. What you saw was, like, a butchered dub of the original. And then I went back and watched the original, and I was like, oh, my mind is blown. But, yeah, Sailor Moon.
Yes, I was first made aware of it in the separate section in the video store, and it had anime written above it. Like, what's this word? Anime. It's like, I don't know what that is. So it was a new concept to learn, so yes. So, so Sailor Moon was your first. Then what was your first convention? How did you find out about it?
My first convention was Anime Expo, actually. My brother had been staffing for them for a few years by then, and he's my older brother, and he's really into anime just as I am, and he's the one who got me into it. So he was like, this convention's awesome, you need to go, but with school and family, like, I couldn't make it. And then, like, once I graduated high school the next year, I was like, I'm going. There's no way you're not keeping me out of there. And for getting into anime, it was actually, again, my brother. His friend as well was crazy into anime, and so he would, like, be buying all these DVD box sets. And one day he just came to my house and was like, here's all this anime we're going to watch. And he brings Outlaw Star and Neon Genesis Evangelion. And since then, I've been hooked.
Wow. Wow, those are some starter series.
Mm-hmm.
Those are definitely some good starter series.
Yep.
And then after that, what led you to this occupation?
Well, I've been doing my website, How Girl Figures, since 2007, I believe. I've been collecting figures since 2006, since Anime Expo. I saw all the figures there and just had to buy so many of them. I started my website talking about them. And then my brother was involved with AX Live. He helped direct, set cameras up and such before the show. And they kind of wanted some fresh meat to come in and talk about, like, new segments. They were thinking about getting somebody to talk about video games, and so they wanted somebody to talk about merchandise. And I'm like, me, I know, let me join. I know everything about figures. And they brought me in, and I've just been talking about anime figures. I host the Toy Box segment on the show. Some things came up, and Brian had to leave us on the show. He was originally the host, and so they brought me in to be his replacement as well.